guys, we are out on the back deck today and I have a very fun project that I've actually been dreaming about since we moved into this house. Actually, since I bought a house in general, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to have swings. When I was a little kid, my number one thing that I would go to at like the fair and stuff every year was those big swinging circle chair things. And it was always my favorite thing on the playground. And I feel like as an adult, it's still fun to just play. And so I really want to have swings. And so I got some cool cedar that I want to chop up to make the seat. And then we just need to go run some errands today. So I already took some general measurements. So behind me is where I want to put 2 swings, and they will obviously be heavy duty enough to be able to hold an adult or someone of, my size. And so what we need to pick up is 4 eye screws. And so we will put those directly into the beam up above me. And then we will get 4 lengths of rope. I'm thinking about 14 feet each. And then I'm going to come back and cut the wood to size once we get it ready. So I thought, since I've already taken the measurements, we would just get started with running some errands. So we're going to go to our local hardware store, pick up 4 eye screws. Okay, so day 2 of creating our backyard swing, you guys, and I am so excited to finish this project up. I feel like a little kid just thinking about being able to swing in my backyard on my back porch. This is 3/8 inch polypropylene rope that I purchased at our local marine store in town. I cut 56 feet of it, so that would give us 14 feet per section of rope, and there's going to be 2, sections of rope per swing, so 4 total. And then I picked up the eye screws. So these are pretty chunky. We're gonna need 2 per swing. Max weight says 325 per bolt, so that should be plenty to cover us. And the rope as well is very highly rated. It's marine rope, so it's meant for commercial fishing. So it has plenty of strength to be able to hold an adult on a swing. So let's get started with this project. I am so excited, and we will just work on cutting it. I will sand down the wood and we'll just walk through it as we go. So let's get started. So I was looking at some online, and they were measuring them at about 26 inches for the width of the board, but they all showed little kids sitting on them. So I'm gonna just like sit on the piece of wood, make sure that 26 inches is it. And if not, we'll just cut it to whatever we want. This is custom. You can do it whatever you like. Okay, so this is 26 inches. That looks plenty long enough for a swing. And you're gonna want room for the rope, so it's not like touching your butt cheeks, I think 26 is perfect. Can you picture it? Okay, so I've got 80 grit, 120 grit. I'm going to do 80 and then 120. We want to make sure that this is really nice and sanded. You don't want to get splinters on your butt when you're swinging. That would be not good. Does anyone else's palm cramp so bad when they use these sometimes. Oh. Oh my God. It's cramping. It's cramping. Oh. Whew. Okay. So we got the first sand down. 120 up next. And I do think that we should take the time to put on a polycrylic. So we'll do that today as well. Okay, so we got some polycrylic, clear semi-gloss. We're gonna put on at least one coat of this, maybe two. I don't know, we'll see. First, let's mark our holes where we're going to, with just a little pin mark, where we're going to drill them, and then measure the distance between so we know where to put our pilot holes on the beam where these are going to hang from. So these boards are 6 inches, so let's do 1.5 inches in on each side, and let's do 2 inches in just because I think that will look nice. So 2 inches is here, 1.5 inches is here, and 1.5 inches is here. Let's do the same thing right here. Okay, now let's measure right between. So 22 inches. 22 inches is where we need our pilot holes. So $42. Dead center of 42 would be 21 inches. Okay, 21 inches, and we said that 22 was the distance between. So divide that in two, do it on either side of the 21. So 11 inches on either side. 11 inches. And let's go. Halfway between is 5.5, 2 3/4 inch. This side would get us there, and then 2 3/4 inches would get us to. Okay, one more time. That is the sound of our noon bell. So every single day at noon, the bell rings so that people know when to go on lunch. Just small town stuff, guys. Okay, so we got our rope here. I'm gonna cut it into 14-foot sections, and I'm just gonna wrap black electrical tape around it and then slice through it to get our size measurement here. Maybe we'll do 3 feet at a time. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 feet, baby. Okay. We're gonna be swinging. I feel like that's a good height, right? So I could just run them straight through, but I saw a video and they like tied them in a knot and then they came down and I just thought it looked cute. So I just want to see what that looks like. Like it needs to be higher up. Like that. Here's the real test. Will it hold human weight? Feels solid. Look at how cute these swings look, you guys. Can't wait to have my friends over, have a little bonfire and a cocktail and sit on the swing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe go home, make your own swing this weekend. You could do a tree swing as well. Opportunities are endless, so we'll see you later.